All right, gardeners. Not you. I know you're the master gardener.
Not quite.
Not quite.
New.
You're new at it. Gardeners, this is a big deal. This is happening in Lane County. If you are someone who is going to put in a garden, you need to get down to the Lane County Fairgrounds tomorrow under the horse barn. So you're going to be you're going to have cover, but there is a huge sale going on. This is the Master Gardener Sale. Happens every year, and there will be a line to get into this thing. It will be packed in here. Master gardeners have been growing flowers and plants and tomatoes and peppers and all kinds of stuff for months, all in preparation for this, and it's a funding mechanism for the Master Gardeners program. So here to talk with us, introduce yourself, my dear.
Vicki Harrison.
Vicki Harrelson is a master gardener. So she is, for 3 years you've been doing this, right?
Yes. But
So
Rick, I do have to say it's Harrison, sort of like the presidents. Or
Harrison.
For younger people, I say Harrison Ford.
Okay, so which one do I qualify? Don't tell me. Let's walk this way. Tell me. So what is, what goes on here?
This particular event is a fundraising sale for the OSU Extension. We need those funds to pay for our office expenses. The office itself, of course, is an educational outreach program to the community to help them understand how to garden, but it goes beyond that, answers questions about problems they might have in their house with insects, plant diagnoses. Kind of goes on from there.
So if people are questioning right now, okay, the weather keeps going weird and off and on, and should I plant my tomatoes? Should I plant my peppers yet? You guys have a line, the phone number we put up at the top. People can call, and there's usually a master gardener around that can answer those questions for them.
Exactly.
And that's a huge, valuable resource. I don't think a lot of people know. I mean, you guys in the gardening world probably know, but there's more people getting into gardening, aren't there?
There is. And one of the things that our clients that call love is that we answer the phone as a real person. If we don't know the answer, we say we will research it. It's always research-based. We will get back to them and give them the correct research-based answer for this area, the Willamette Valley.
So that's the other thing. Let's go down here. You guys have, you got to see these plants. But you guys, the plants that are grown here are going to be, because they were grown here, are going to work in our environment.
Exactly.
And plus, you've got people who really give a darn about these plants, growing them.
Correct.
So that is, it's not just some big, huge company. This is people in their yards, people in their backyards, people in their kitchens. Where do you grow your plants?
In my backyard on River Road.
On River Road, right there. So check this out, you guys. If you're looking for trees, and you also get donations from nurseries, right?
Yes.
So you guys, there are trees, fruit trees, if you're looking for fruit trees, and your prices are really good.
Yes.
People are going to save a bunch of money.
Yes.
So what will the lines be like tomorrow?
The lines are usually way out the door, going in sort of a loop around, but we like to try and get people in and out with the plants that they want. We have generally cashiers. We'll do credit cards as well now. The plants are all tallied in advance and then sent through the cashiers, but they also have other opportunities here, such as a silent auction.
Come over here.
Can go and
I
look
want to show here, you guys. Look at these. I mean, we've got a little bit of almost
these
everything.
trees in
oh
blossom.
my gosh, look at, they're ready to go.
Yeah.
They're screaming.
Bare root and ready for your yard.
Plant me. And look, Japanese maple. Look at larger trees. There's a few. Lots of shrubs. I saw some lilacs over here.
Yeah.
Small shrubs, little hedges. And the nice thing with you guys is you tell me, I think the thing I get kind of scared about when I'm doing this kind of planting in the garden, I don't know what's going to work where, like shade, part shade, too windy, but you guys know, you guys can find somebody who has the answer for that.
Yes, and as I say, if we don't know, we'll look it up, but what we really like to do is get people to get the right plant for the right place so that they're successful and feel happy about what they're growing.
So why is gardening such a big deal now? I mean, more people are doing this, aren't they?
Yes.
Why?
A lot of people are concerned about where their food is coming from. Sometimes they're concerned about the chemicals that might be used either in the soil or on the plant itself. Working in the dirt is therapeutic. That's a proven fact. Just being able to go out, perhaps with your children, put a seed in the ground, watch it grow, harvest that vegetable, that is a joyful experience for any family.
So Gina, yes, they will help beginners get started. Somebody commented on here and said, "Can you help beginners?" Yeah, and whether you're going to start with a potted tomato plant or a pepper or something like that, they can get you going and get you in the right direction, so you know how to do this.
Correct. There's even a program, I believe it's not Master Gardeners, but it's associated with them. Master Gardeners help teach the course. It's called Seed to Supper. And it's just that. It helps people that need to plant their own food, start from the seed, work all the way up to supper. So it even has recipes for what you can make with what you grow.
Okay, so we had a little conversation before this, and I want to get a little bit heady with this because I think it's kind of fun. Plants and people. One, we need plants to survive. So what are we learning about plants and people?
People and plants have communities. Those communities interact, they converse, they protect each other. It's been studied recently that plants actually learn how to protect. Sometimes if they're being nibbled on by an insect, that insect produces a chemical, the plant produces a chemical that warns other plants in the area to make their leaves more bitter.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. It's fascinating. And we can learn from plants as a community how we ourselves should be better informed and support each other.
I was in Cottage Grove yesterday and talking with a bunch of the restaurant owners, and they are so into buying local lettuce, local product, local vegetables, local beef, all that. We really have we're trying to get smaller with what we do, aren't we? Simpler.
Yeah.
And yet in that simplicity, there's a lot of very complex communication that goes on with communities of plants and people and what we know, huh?
Right.
That's why master gardening is so important, I would guess.
Yes, and we also have to remember that right now there's a big issue with pollinators. We have, besides honeybees, which, by the way, aren't really native, we have lots of native pollinators that we need to support. It's important for us to learn what they are, plant those plants, protect those plants, because without pollination, we don't get fruit or vegetables.
And there are things you can plant in your own yard for bees, for butterflies, is a hummingbird a pollinator?
It can be. It can inadvertently transfer nectar and pollen while it's traveling from flower
I am
to flower.
like a honeybird crazy guy. They started coming to my yard. I put up a couple. Now I can't say how many because I'll sound like the cat lady.
Yeah.
But I've got them, and I sit out there and I'm naming them. And my wife goes, "I think we have a problem." But I love them.
The babies are so cute.
Oh my gosh! And they go from my cherry trees to my feeders and back and forth. And I'm really careful. I don't use any of those purple or the red dyes or anything. I make it all myself and put red ribbons around the clear ones.
Excellent.
I'm a nut. So I'm going to be a master gardener someday. I love growing stuff because there's a feeling you get, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
And for a child to grow their own tomato plant or something small like that, that'd be such a great thing.
And there are heirloom varieties that you can't get at the store. Either they're not commercially viable, but you can get heirloom tomatoes, beans, peas, flowers that are not hybridized, and those are healthier. Some of them have the different colors. Some of the purple plants that are coming out now are fascinating. Well, purple is one of my favorite colors. But
so you like
still,
purple potatoes?
Yes.
Oh, and then those dark purple
beans,
tomatoes, purple beans,
asparagus.
Oh, I bet you're crazy with purple, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I got a little purple in here. We can get along just fine. So let's show them that you guys. There's also a silent auction. I'm going to turn the camera around. So people have brought things in. And this will happen, and this all opens at 9 o'clock, right?
This opens at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, and these, you guys, we're not even full yet. They're setting up today. So this is these hard worker bees are in here setting up. It's a big job, isn't it?
It's a big job,
This is Robin.
Hi, Robin.
It's a
She's
job
had a
that
lot
starts
of
in
this-
January.
Yeah.
It starts in January.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a big deal.
It is. It's a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, you love gardening.
I love gardening. Yep. I love the Master Gardener, so this all supports
But then
the
you guys
programs.
kind of become a family, don't you?
We do, yeah. So this actually is a
Look at
big...
her laughing over there.
Well, this is like a big family reunion
is
for
a
a
big
lot of
family
us,
reunion.
because we don't see each other all the
that
time if we're
much.
involved in different activities, but everybody shows up here,
Yep.
so it's fun.
Good
Yeah.
cause.
It's
Yeah,
a team
really
effort.
good cause.
Are you
Sure.
addicted to getting other people addicted to growing things?
Pretty much, yeah.
When I go to somebody's house, oh, you should try this or that, or that. I'm like, maybe they don't want to do that, but anyway.
No, if you really want, you should have seen the first time I went to someone's house and started going, you know what, your tomato plant, it needs to be pruned, and I don't want you to watch this because you're going to not be happy.
Yeah, right.
And guess what? 3 months later, she's calling me and saying, thank you, my
Yeah.
tomatoes are huge, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Well, it's
you know
the
what I
same.
love about-
I do that neighbors with apple trees. And
You know what I love about plants and that kind of, just as long as we're talking about that, is kind of the plant life is the same with human life. You prune it and it looks better, but it's not comfortable. And you sometimes have to do things, and you have to add things to the soil. You got to make sure your soil works, so your foundation has to be good. I mean, there's a lot of analogies
the environment
there.
right.
Yeah, and our environment will make us, or it can break us. So
we're doing a lot of adjusting with changes in weather. And,
right,
you know.
but the hard part for the plant is it can't do what we can do to protect it.
Right.
Unfortunately, humans have that upper hand sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes even we don't have the upper hand. It just kind of depends
Yeah,
on.
like we want sunshine, but well,
Mother Nature bats last is what we say. So
She rules the world.
best. Yeah.
All right, let's go look over here. We're gonna go. Thank you, ladies.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
Back and bid on this stuff.
Oh man, I'm looking around going, I think I want to put in that plant. I have deer, so what can you use for deer?
Well,
I tried Irish Spring soap. They told me that would work, and it did for 1 year. And then I think they liked it. Now that didn't stop
A lot of
them.
times it comes down to fencing
Right.
and deer-resistant plants, which you have to research. Call us, we'll give you the list.
So if you guys have a deer problem, you can get deer-resistant plants. The master gardeners at the OSU Extension Service in Lane County can help you with that. That's what this is all about. So a lot of you probably have questions that you've never asked, and you just kind of just go on living that way. And when there's really there's something you could do. Now also
We do
opens
have a
tomorrow
book
at 9.
sale where you can find out more information.
So there's a book sale here as well. You guys, there's lawnmowers. I don't know if you can see those over there. Lawnmowers are going to be auctioning off.
We are going to have a children's area for children to be involved in garden activities.
Okay, so kids, you guys, there's also beautiful iris plants right there. And you guys, this isn't even full. Look, I mean, take a look at that.
Oh, they're
There's
still
the
coming.
budget rental truck, probably full of plants.
Yep.
And this barn will be full of plants, but tomorrow's also going to be full of people, right?
Oh, very much full of people.
Yeah, so
chaotically full of people, but fun, loving. People will be helping each other carry carts around, carry their plants around.
This is this. Okay, look at what are they? What's this? So these are just plants then.
These are
Hi.
mostly ornamental. This is a Brunera. It's actually a shade lover, so it's important that if you have a shade lover, you plant it in the shade. And a lot of people have shade if they have big Doug firs. So, you know, knowing what type of environment your plant likes is the best way to make sure it survives.
What the heck?
This is a, you know, I'll probably mispronounce this, Virginia. Some of them are spring flowering, some of them are fall flowering. Mostly people grow them for the ornamental leaves because they're big and textured. And then we have color, of course,
Right.
which can really make your garden pop. Ornamental grasses, so if you don't want weeds or grasses, you plant beautiful white and green grass. You can see all these people are busy getting these plants looking beautiful.
So you getting your plants all ready here?
Getting the price, getting them ready to.
Are these your
Sale.
babies?
No, somebody else's, you know, someone else's.
You're just working on it.
I'm just, you know, the pricer.
You're the pricer. The price is
The
right.
price is right.
Yeah, the price is right.
Okay, all of our vegetables under a gallon are only $2.
You guys, oh my gosh, so vegetables under a gallon are $2. So that's tomatoes, that's any kind of vegetable you're looking for.
And look at these beautiful flowers.
Oh my gosh.
This is borage.
Borage?
So it's, yes, this is great for putting in your compost. You can make tea out of it. As master gardeners, we really can't give out advice about what's edible and non-edible and
Okay.
medicinal, but you can look those things up for yourself, but the plants are here.
Okay, let's go over this one. I want to see these. Look at all these. You guys, there's just people everywhere around here.
Yes. This group is helping identify plants that haven't been scientifically labeled.
Oh, okay. So some plants come in and they lost their label,
Yeah.
and so they're
Or some of them
identifying.
have labels pre-made, but they have to put them in the right pots.
So they're the experts that can tell you what they are. Oh my gosh.
So we have to research what it is.
Look at this.
Try and find the varietal.
Hi guys. Hi ladies, how are you? You're live, just so you know. You're live on Facebook eating your muffin. Okay, so hold on. So what, can I talk to you? What are you doing?
Other than eating my muffin.
I know I caught you eating your muffin, but that's okay. So you got a plant that you got to identify, huh?
Right. Actually, I know what it is. I just need to get more information about it. So we can have a lot of information for those who buy our wonderful plants tomorrow.
How do you get picked to be the researcher?
How to take care. Well, we just volunteered for that. We weren't picked.
You just get to do it.
We get to do it.
That's awesome.
Oh, I know, and there's so many wonderfully
mostly we grow
knowledgeable
'em,
women
so we
here. I
kinda
mean,
You grow them so you know
Anyway,
them.
yeah.
That makes sense to me. Wow, these are.
aren't they marvelous?
Oh, they are
Put
so
enough of
cool.
us together,
A lot of
we know
these-
just about everything.
A lot of these have been donated by nurseries, and a lot have been grown by master gardeners.
Wow, such a variety of stuff.
There is.
Thank you. Okay, guys, again, we're at the, tomorrow is the OSU Lane County Extension Service Master Gardeners Plant Sale. This is the annual sale, and if you don't know about it, well, now you do. Everybody else does who grows plants, because there will be lines of people here tomorrow. And tell me, my tour guide,
Yes.
my gardening tour guide, we're just going to call you Green Thumb.
Oh, okay. If it's outdoors, it works. I kill houseplants.
You kill houseplant. She's not real good on the inside, but on the outside, she does a wonderful job with plants. What else should people know about the plant sale? It really does help you guys. It's how you run your program. The money raised here.
Yes, it definitely does. And it helps them too, to, as I say, get their fingers in the dirt, learn the plants and what they need, and just feel part of the community of growing plants.
9 to 3 tomorrow.
9
Is
to
this
3
like
tomorrow.
Christmas
Only
for the
one-
gardeners?
Only one day.
It's like Christmas
Oh,
for a
it
gardener?
so is, yes. Yes.
Thank you for
And
showing
it's
me
the
around.
beginning of the season, so
Yeah.
they've got to show up.
This is your time. Summer's
Yes.
your time, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for showing me around.
You're welcome.
You're awesome. That's fun. Okay, now we're not just sticking to plants. There's also a lot of timber talk out there. So we have with us,
Lauren Grant.
and you are,
I'm the Extension Forester for here in Lane County.
and what does that mean? So what does the Extension Forester do in Lane County?
Oh, I teach classes and workshops for people interested in trees and forests.
So is this like small landowners, people like that?
Yeah, well, mostly small woodland owners who are interested in learning about the trees that they have and how to manage them. But I also teach people in the general public who are just interested in learning about our forests.
Okay, so, and you have a class coming up.
I do. Next month is Wildfire Awareness Month. And so on May 19th, we're hosting a How to Protect Your Home from Wildfire course.
So that would be good for anyone.
Yeah, for anyone,
I mean, even if you're not
especially
in
if you live near a lot of trees.
So if you're in the South Hills or some places
Oh.
like that, out in the country, rural Oregon,
Fox Hollow Road, big place.
Because you can help us know what to, you can do some basic things to your home to protect it.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of guidelines you can do just within the first 30 feet around your home, and that will extremely reduce the risk of your home from burning during a wildfire.
So it's May 19th. They can find out more by going to the
Extension website, yeah.
Okay, so you go to the Lane County Extension website or to the phone number that we posted up there. Call in and they can get you on there as well and find out more about
Yeah.
it. Well, go ahead.
Oh, there's also a mini college going on June 2nd. We have what's called Tree School. It's not been in Lane County in over 10 years.
What is Tree School?
Tree School is a mini college for people really excited about trees like me. And it's a full day of classes. There's 2 classes in the morning, and then we give you lunch, and then there's 2 classes in the afternoon.
So what am I going to learn at Tree School?
Oh, well, we were talking about pollinators earlier. You can learn about pollinators in forests. You can learn about how to manage your trees. We have a Native American stewardship class. There's 28 classes to choose from, and they're all really fun and exciting.
Do you think most of us would be surprised by what we can do in our own yards to really bring creatures and life back to our area?
Oh, absolutely. There's so many little things that you can do to add to even just a backyard, to invite things like frogs and snakes and birds and all sorts of insects that are great for our wildlife.
Because we probably chase things off that are actually should be there.
Sometimes.
And then there's sometimes those little things.
Sometimes we
that,
don't want them there.
Yeah. You know, I really want a gopher school.
Gopher school.
I want
all
gopher
right.
school. How to get rid of my gophers. I mean, they taunt me. Is there a gopher? I need to get Nicole to find me a gopher expert because they taunt me. They stick their little heads
Oh,
up
do they?
and then they go like this, like that. And I've tried everything.
Oh, no, like in Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Doing the dance.
Okay, we got her to dance on the first show.
Oh,
there we
no.
go. We know. Well, we should come to one of your timber things. That'd be fun.
That'd be wonderful.
To go out and show people what to do.
Yeah, I love sharing my Douglas fir trees with everyone.
Okay, so one was the 19th,
Yeah, May 19th for protecting your home from wildfire.
and this college is.
Tree School's on June 2nd.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Nicole, come here. So you guys, I want you to meet, because this is Nicole, and this is our first show with the OSU Extension Service here in Lane County, and we're going to be regulars. So for the next 6 months, we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff you'll just have to tune in and be surprised. But you guys do everything from teaching people how to cook.
Yep, we got the Master Food Preserver program. We have the Nutrition Ed program. We do all kinds of things. If it's a skill, a home skill, we can help you learn about it.
And a lot of us probably don't know that you do that, and that's why we're doing this, because you do things where you're cooking for people who can't afford to, that don't know how to cook sometimes.
Home food preservation, canning, fermentation. We're going to have a lot of classes this summer. A tuna canning class, and that one fills up so fast. We just have a lot of fun.
We're getting back into that as a culture, aren't we?
Yes, people are kind of going back to these more practical arts.
Because we want to know I want to know who canned my food.
Yes, exactly. And you can put extra special things in it, make it your own if you do it yourself, and then you know that there's nothing questionable in it, or it's not in a container that might leach questionable elements.
Well, and it's great I remember when my kids were younger, we used to go out to the farms and we'd buy tomatoes and peppers and make salsa. And they grew up knowing that, and to this day, they make their own. Now they're making it fresh, but they learned that, and that's a great family activity that people can do.
We are going to have a salsa making class this summer as well through a Master Food Preserver program, so
all right,
maybe we'll have to do that.
That's right. So you guys will have to pay attention. So take this, share it on your page. Anybody that you know that's a plant lover, don't wait for the local so-and-so to have a sale. These are locally grown products by these people who lovingly
grown with love.
Oh my gosh, and they're going
to pride,
and they'll help you learn how to put them in properly.
Yep.
She said, "No, you don't do that." I need somebody like this in my life,
Exactly.
So share this on your page, and plant sales, sweet. Yeah, Josh. So it's 9 to 3 tomorrow, Lane County Fairgrounds, under the horse stable, the barn.
Covered.
So you won't get wet.
Yep. Stay nice and dry and buy some good plants.
But let me warn you, it starts at 9 and there will be a line. So, because while you guys are just now finding out about it, they know it. We just got our garden ready for plants. Good timing. Yep, Josh, this will be the place you need to be tomorrow. Because vegetables under a gallon are $2 each. So that's peppers, tomatoes, any kind of vegetable in a container under a gallon is $2.
Yep, it's a great price.
A heck of a lot cheaper than I've seen them.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Nicole,
okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, you guys.
Much.
Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow at the Generosity. I can't remember the last part of the name. You guys, this is the craziest thing. I think it's an amazing thing. It's a group of people, from marijuana growers to church people, and they all get together at Bertha Holt Elementary tomorrow, and they're going to create meals for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And so it's kind of an unlikely group, which shouldn't be an unlikely group, and isn't an unlikely group in this group of people. So we're going to be there tomorrow around 10 in the morning showing what they're doing. So once you get your plants here at 9 o'clock, then you can watch this, sit in here and watch it on your stable cam or something. All right, see you later. All right, you guys, thank you. Spread it around. We'll see ya.